Hello, Geometry Honors. Here we go. We are now in Chapter 12, Lesson 12.1, Surface Area of Prisms. Couple things to get started. Number one is please do the reading attached to tonight's homework because you need to know the vocabulary dealing with prisms and then eventually pyramids and some other shapes as well. So we got to know that vocab to make sure you put the right pieces in the right places. Additionally, you're going to see lots of Chapter 9 and Chapter 11. So I want to be solid with all that stuff there with trigonometry, right triangles, and all the area formulas from Chapter 11. And we are doing surface area. Most problems will not ask you for units, but if we do, these areas will be in square units. So I don't know what our assessments are going to look like moving forward, but if you have units, your areas will be square units. So again, go back, maybe even pause this, go do the reading really quick just to see some of the vocab. It might make more sense that way because, if we were in class, I'd be showing you all these plastic models I have, passing them around. But fortunately, we don't get to do that, but we're going to make the most of it. So the lateral area would be all of the rectangles connecting the two parallel congruent polygons, which are the bases. So there's two parallel congruent polygonal bases, and then the rest of the faces are rectangles, sometimes parallelograms, but in this case it does say a right prism, so they're going to be nice rectangles, so that's awesome. All right, so I'm just going to maybe jump into some problems, and you can see how these formulas are going to take shape. I guess a couple other quick notes, sorry, I'm not used to doing this yet. So one little thing on our second formula for the total surface area, number one is that there are two bases, which won't always be the case, but for prisms, there's always two bases, but our pyramids will just have one. And then another key piece right here, this B, that's any formula from Chapter 11. So I hope you still have those formula sheets from Chapter 11. We're going to reference those a lot with different base shapes. And since we're here, I want to add one more thing, a special little formula, total surface area of a cube. So a cube is 6 congruent squares. And so a nice little formula can make some problems faster for total surface area of a cube is 6s squared. All right, so I think we'll do example 1, and then maybe we'll pause and switch videos, and here we go. All right, so find lateral and total surface area. So I'm old-fashioned, so I always go ahead and write my formula first. T equals pH, and so I guess I can stay blue. So in this case, the perimeter is 10 plus 10 plus 16 is 36. The H, now with some problems are going to get confusing because sometimes you'll use more than one H in the same problem. In this formula, the H is the height of the prism, which is the distance between the congruent parallel polygonal bases. So in this case, that's going to be the 18. You may need to grab that calculator. And so now we have 36 times 18. And so we have, pen got messed up, sorry, 648. They'd be square units, but there's no units here, so we'll pause there at 648. Oh, guess what I did, people? No one was here to call me out on it, so sorry. Let's go back a second. That's okay, we all make mistakes. So lateral area is perimeter of the base times the height. So what we found right now in that picture, we found the 3 rectangles. So now the total surface area, pH plus 2b. So don't do extra work that you don't need to. We already know pH, we found it. So you don't need to rewrite out all the work for that. So we'll put the 648 right there. Maybe I'll do this then, plus 2. And now that B is going to be any shape from Chapter 11. In this case, it's the isosceles triangle, and so there's an 8 and an 8, and so 6, 8, 10, one of your favorite triangles. So off to the side, I'm just going to go back 1/2 base height. The base was 16, and the height was 6, and so that should be 48. And so then I'm going to put that guy right over here, and then go back to the calculator. We'll go purple to finish this up. And so we should get a final answer of 744. And they'd be square units, but there's no units, so we'll stop that guy right there. Thanks for watching. Coming back soon with the rest of these notes.